Well, it's like AOC. She wants you to believe that she's super woke and she's really into like uplifting people, and we don't put people down for their immutable characteristics. But she's in the news this week for mocking Stephen Miller, basically calling him a dwarf. Meanwhile, Stephen Miller is a normal height man. I think the average height in America, the average height of a man is about 5'9.5", which is shorter than you might think, but that is the average height of an American male. Stephen Miller says he's 5'10.5", so not the tallest guy, but not short. And here's AOC talking about him in SOT 15.
Point is that they are scrapping and grasping at straws because they have nothing else. Laugh at them. Stephen Miller is a clown. I've never seen that guy in real life, but he looks like he's like 4'10", and he looks like he is angry about the fact that he's 4'10", and he looks like he is so mad that he is 4'10", that he's taking that anger out at any other population possible. Like, laugh at them. But one of the most powerful cultural things that you can do to a political movement that is predicated on the puffery of insecure masculinity. That's what this is about. This isn't, people talk about toxic masculinity, and one of the best ways that you can dismantle a movement of insecure men is by making fun of them.
Okay, first of all, that is not an AOC thought. That is an Elizabeth Bennet thought penned by Jane Austen. It's a classic line from Pride and Prejudice. We've all read the book a million times and seen the many movies. Elizabeth Bennet is the one who said, you laugh at him. That's what you do to a man who intimidates you or by whom you feel put down in any way, shape, or form. She cribs it to make it her own. And then she body shames him, Link. That's not allowed by leftists. I'm reliably told you're not allowed to do that by the woke left.
Well, that was my first thought when I saw this clip going viral of AOC. They preach about diversity and love everybody and kumbaya and braid each other's hair. But of course, the first thing they do is going to attacking people's looks and height and the way they look. And we do that here and there, okay?
Yeah, but we don't lecture anybody when they do it.
Exactly. That's my whole point. Is like, I don't act holier than thou. It's like, I'm going to break down Lauren Sanchez and Meghan Markle at Fashion Week. You know what I'm saying? But AOC, these folks on the left, they're all about kumbaya diversity. I also think this is rich coming from AOC because part of the reason AOC has been so successful is because of her looks. People talk about this all the time in private. Let's talk about it in public. AOC is not excellent. She's not a genius. Ted Kennedy didn't just hire her years ago to be his intern because she was so brilliant and top of the class. She's beautiful. She has big breasts, cute face. She's Latina. That has helped her advance herself in her career. So she's hating on someone for his looks. And the last thing I'll say is actually sort of a more dramatic point. She says we have to laugh at these Republicans. We have to laugh at them and scoff at them. I would rather you laugh at us than pick up guns and try to shoot us, as we have seen recently, right? With Charlie Kirk, with the assassination attempts on President Trump and so many other Republicans, Kavanaugh. I would rather you laugh at us than tell your supporters that we're fascists and dictators and Hitler and Nazis to where they come and try to kill us in our own homes. That I would actually prefer, AOC, if we're going to get serious. Sorry.
She doesn't mean it. You're right. She's a complete hypocrite because she's running around there dropping the fascist word like it's going out of style. So she doesn't mean that either. You know, like she doesn't actually mean laugh at them because that's not what she's been doing. And she doesn't actually mean her woke messaging about not shaming people and celebrating whatever immutable characteristics, because she doesn't do that if it's a Republican. And then you got to love the self-flagellation because a little too late in the game, she realized, oh shit, I'm not supposed to be doing that. I guess I'm getting blowback on this. So she tried to follow it up. That original video was on Sunday. The next day, she goes back on camera to offer this.
I want to express my love for the short king community. I don't believe in body shaming. King I am talking about how big or small someone is on the inside. Like, for example,
oh my God,
I have no idea how tall Andrew Tate is. No idea at all. But that guy looks to me like 5'3", like
no,
5'3",
she's back at
5'4". Whereas physically, men of smaller stature can come across. They are spiritually 6 foot. If you're a good dad, if you're if you
some of my best
women,
friends are short.
If you're not belittling immigrants, you're like, 6'3" spiritually. I don't know. Am I being problematic?
Yes, you're being problematic and dishonest and a hypocrite. Do you? I was talking about how tall or short they are on the
Mentally.
inside.
Yeah, that's what I used to think when I was dating. Yeah, I'd go on a date and the guy would be, 5'2" on his profile. He'd say he's 5'10". He's tall on the inside, okay? He's tall in his brain. But yeah, no, AOC, I don't think anybody should be taking her seriously. God, she's really just such a joke. I don't know. AOC to me is just such a joke. I don't know why she's even, put on this pedestal as this leader of the Democratic Party. She has no accomplishments, right? I remember when she first got in, remember she was doing those sit-ins in Nancy Pelosi's office and causing all this trouble. That AOC, I respected a little bit more because at least she was trying to buck the system and sort of take on the system. Now, she was out campaigning with Joe Biden, wearing the aviator. She's just another member of the swamp. She doesn't have that cool factor. She's not taking on the system anymore. So AOC can sit there and do her little Instagram videos. Why doesn't she actually go have some legislative achievements? That would be sort of a first for her.
Well, I look forward to taking her advice and making lots of fun of her. The internet right now is commenting on how she's gained a bunch of weight and they're calling her abuelita. So, okay, let's do that. Okay, that's what she wants done. Okay.
It's because AOC has been able to coast on her looks for a long time. And people talk about this in DC privately. I'm just bringing it out in the open. AOC, the fact that she's very beautiful and voluptuous and has a little waist, that has helped her in her career. Well, I just have to be honest and say it. And so now when she looks going a little bit different, you're going to get called out. You're going to get called out. Yes. Yeah.
The internet is pretty clever, I have to say.
AOC and the O is for Ozempic.
Did you know gold is up around 40% this year? That's not speculation, it's reality. And if a portion of your savings is not diversified into gold, you are missing the boat. Here are the facts. Inflation is still too high. The US dollar is still too weak. And the government debt is still growing. This is why central banks are flocking to gold. They're the ones driving prices up to record highs. But it's not too late to buy gold from Birch Gold Group and get in the door now. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into one in gold. You don't pay a penny out of pocket. Just text MK to 989898 and claim your free info kit. There's no obligation, just useful information. The best indicator of the future is the past, and gold has historically been a safe haven. Text MK to 989898 right now to claim your free info kit on gold. MK to 989898. Protect your future today with Birch Gold. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.